Hello everyone and welcome to the CG Mag E3 post-show for the Microsoft conference.
Xbox,
baby.
You done good.
The Xbox One hero over here.
You done good. Because they came jam-packed with games.
They had a lot, man.
From top to bottom, just
Sheesh.
go.
I don't know how anyone is going to be able to top this, just quantity of games. So let's get right into it. Let's start talking.
We're going to start off with the first thing that they announced, the first big one.
And you were super excited for it.
I was excited for it. The Xbox One S, which was rumored for a while.
Yeah.
The slim Xbox.
I'm surprised they didn't actually bring out anything of when that early leak that was suggesting Xbox was going to get into streaming devices potentially. But oh, whatever. Gotta keep your cards close to the chest sometime.
Yeah. 2 terabyte hard drive.
That's pretty good.
That's good because I just filled up my 1 terabyte Xbox just yesterday.
I got a terabyte on the PS4, and I hate playing
fast.
I hate playing that game of Russian roulette where you gotta constantly choose which games to delete and then reinstall them a month later when you want to play them.
Exactly. $2.99 price point.
That's pretty good.
Coming out in August.
And I mean, do you see how that's such a big problem with you can kind of see it in the background.
Yeah.
It is a cinder block.
No, it's a brick.
It's huge. You know what I mean? And that's such a selling feature of consoles these days is shelf space. How shelf space optimization, how well it will fit in your living space.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see nice and slim, clean. It's a shame that this wasn't taken into the development factor when Xbox One first came out.
Yeah.
But things happen.
Yeah. But it's coming out in August, which is a lot sooner than I thought it would be.
Man,
I thought it'd be sometime in the fall or something, but no.
That is the fall. August. August is typically the fall.
Yeah. Not September.
No, not really. It's
okay.
More August.
I don't know what your sense of the seasons are, but
I just remember my sister's birthday was in August, and her birthday was always around the fall. Maybe because global warming, things have changed. I don't know.
But the first game that they actually showed was Gears 4.
Yes.
And it looks good. It looks good. It looks cool.
Looks like Gears 3.
The coolest part of it is the new initiative that they announced, which is Xbox Play Anywhere, which is basically, if you buy a copy for PC, for Windows 10 or for Xbox One, you get both versions. And not only that, but your progress and achievements transfer over, and cross-play multiplayer for each of those games.
Yeah. Which, you know what? It's cool. I like the concept of Microsoft sort of tying the Xbox and the Windows,
PC.
the PC storefronts. My only problem is that, games for PC, not a great system, so having to get tied to that is kind of, right now, at this point in time, doesn't excite me, but if they, make adjustments to it and make it a better, more functional system, I will be more excited for it. But theoretically, the idea of buying...
a great idea.
It is. No, 100%. That's why, I want to see, games for Windows 10 be better so I can actually be properly excited for this. Because it's, like you said, conceptually a really good idea.
Also, it's because I have a lot of friends that have declared themselves PC master race, and so we'll get games for the same thing. We'll get the same game, but not on the same console or platform. So hey, finally I can actually play with them.
You know what?
Certain games.
I'm making a stand right now. Consoles, they're getting to be about as good as PCs.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yes.
There ain't no such.
Thank you.
I don't think I disagree with the whole master race nonsense. Plus, can't play Mario on PC, guys.
Also, we're being glared at by other people in the office.
Can't play Zelda on PC, guys. Just saying.
But they've announced a lot of games that will have this feature. So Gears 4, they announced the just announced Forza Horizon 3, which I was super hyped about because
it's weird.
Gorgeous.
I've been itching for a good racing game recently. And you're it looks so crisp and clean. And Australia of all places. I'm just waiting for the moment where a black mamba just bites your tire and you just die.
Koalas just fall onto your car. But they showed a bunch of different environments that they're gonna have. 4-player campaign co-op.
Looks cool.
Looks really cool. It comes out September 27th, actually. Also has Xbox
the
Play
fall,
Anywhere.
I guess.
The fall, the actual fall. I'm just listening to because we have a lot of stuff that we
we got lots. We didn't mention that too.
Oh,
End of the Gears of War trailer, the return of Marcus Phoenix.
Sorry, my bad. Gears 4 ends with old grizzled Marcus Phoenix.
Now, how do you feel about that? Because I feel like on the one hand, kind of like that old grizzled Marcus Phoenix is here, but at the other hand, it's kind of like it's a new game, new generation. You don't need to keep digging up bones from the past.
I think it's he's just there for like a pivotal scene, and that's
you think?
about it.
Well, yeah, because it's his son, right? Yes. Yeah, because I really like that initial trailer they put out where it shows like the kind of like middle-aged Marcus Phoenix like planting the tree, and I was just like, it made me feel really good, and it's just and I felt like that should be like Marcus's place, like sort of in the flashbacks, and I don't know if they're gonna give him like a role in this game and he's gonna be like a character and he just has to be there just because it's like, oh, it's Marcus, right? He's got to be there. I don't know.
Also, a brief aside that they had also mentioned during the Gears presentation was that General Ram, who's the big bad from the first game, is going to be in Killer Instinct.
That's cool. I'm down for that.
Dude, I've been playing Killer Instinct for a while now.
And that's the weirdest thing, because I don't know why, way back when Mortal Kombat like the reboot came out, like before X, and Kratos was exclusive to the PS3 version. I don't understand why Gears character didn't show up in the Xbox version. Like, seems to me like that would have been prime real estate to put a character from that universe, like, you know, his finisher could have just been chainsawing someone in half. Like, just always seemed weird to me. So it's good to see him in Killer Instinct.
Absolutely.
Good to see Killer Instinct getting so much love,
right?
And like, and
isn't that like what, 7 million players on it?
Yeah, and it's like, and you know what? For such a sort of like fly under the radar kind of IP that was Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo, like, or I mean, I guess it was bigger in arcades. I never really saw it in arcades, but it was like I didn't get to play, like I wasn't allowed to own Mortal Kombat, but I got to have like
Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct was my Mortal Kombat, basically.
Gotcha.
And you know what I mean? So it meant so much to me. Now that they brought it back and they're continuing to support it, means like a whole lot more to me.
Next up, they had Recore, which is from the guys who did Retro Studios.
Recore.
Metroid Prime people.
Recore.
Yes. The one with the crazy with like the robots and the robot dog.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
The action platformer looks interesting.
Admittedly, half not paying attention.
Retro Studios, like, they're usually good with actually they've had a pretty good track record with just mainly Nintendo stuff with the Metroid Prime, and then I think they did Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Yeah, they did do DK CR. They did. So
and
I mean,
if things like
they've got the platform and like the shooter genre pinned down, you know what I mean? They're gonna combine that into something sleek and unique. I like that. I like to see it. Yeah, was that the same one where the guy was like flying through those like little squares? Like,
yes.
Okay, that looked cool. That did.
With that really cool art style that they have, I dig it.
That did look really neat.
They announced the release date for that too, which is September 13th. There's a lot of release dates that they've announced. All these games,
and that is
which
something
I appreciate.
That is something I appreciate, because the reason for me last year why I thought Nintendo won E3 was because they were the only ones that came out with like tangible games you could play and like tangible release dates, and you got everything was like, okay, guys, we have a whole bunch of games. They're all coming out this year. Don't worry. Like, that's what E3 is about. Is having games to show within the next year, not 5 billion years from now.
Yes. Following that, they showed Final Fantasy 15.
Looks cool.
Man,
you know what?
First off,
I'm half sold.
I thought Sony would get that, but
weird, right? Weird, right?
Dude.
Maybe it's because they gotta give it. Okay, you know what, Xbox guys, you're all a bunch of shooters. Maybe try Final Fantasy. You might like it.
Exactly. They showed this massive boss fight,
which intense.
I'm sorry, the dude who's playing was not good at it.
Hey man, I'm gonna call a brother out where it needs to be called out. Okay, leave him alone. It was his first time.
I know, but still, I
want to see you pick that game up. Be as good, Shak.
Oh no, I was trash.
Yeah, there you go. Shut up.
Listen, I will admit it every day. I was trash, but they announced. Well, they had already announced that it's coming out September 30th. I'm super excited.
You know what? I wasn't sold on Final Fantasy 15 at first. I thought it was kind of weird that it was like still veering away from its roots, and like it just, you know, that feeling the need to become an action game.
Yes.
It looks really cool, and I'm actually kind of excited for it
now. Following that, they announced Division DLC, which I'm surprised. Well, it's the first of their many DLC packs that they're coming out with the season pass, and I think it's actually really cool because the way they're doing it is that now they're focusing on like more underground, so like the sewers of New York.
Yeah, and it's got that kind of like roguelike sort of thing going on where it's all like randomly generated and
pulling
like
a Diablo.
Yeah, man. You know what? Yeah, make it a little bit more RPG based.
Yeah,
that's one thing that I think that I felt that Division kind of lacked was a good constructive like leveling like base system. So
exactly, and that's coming out first. Actually, it's coming out exclusively on Xbox first on June 28th. So it's coming out like really, really soon.
What are we going to talk about for Ubisoft?
Right?
Like
what else?
Well, we got to check the division off the list.
They might like expand upon it a bit because he just showed like a trailer just saying, "Oh, hey, this is happening." Following that, they brought a whole list of Xbox Live stuff that they're bringing.
And what was the one that we were most excited for? We Happy Few.
Oh, actually, the indie stuff.
What are you?
I was talking about the Xbox Live, like the features of the system itself.
Oh, I thought we were talking like Xbox
we'll
Live
get to
arcade
that right
stuff.
now, actually.
I thought, because I know. No, if you got features, let's talk features.
Okay, features. They showed background music. I listen to a lot of music just on my computer on the side, so I will appreciate just listening to just any kind of music that I want to at any point. That was one of the things I use a lot on the 360.
That's what I was just about to say, because I never liked any of the music in GTA 4, so I used to put my own music in the background while I was driving around.
They had brought region language independence, so like if I want to play French Xbox, I could just do that whenever. They announced that Cortana, like the AI system, that's going to be on Xbox One.
And you know what? I didn't think that Cortana would be as useful as it is. It's insanely useful on your computer, man. God damn. It just makes me sad that I don't get to hear her talk. I know it's like a plugin or something you can get actually get her voice, but like, whatever.
And then they said this fall we're getting clubs, so like pretty much PS4 communities, Miiverse, that type of thing, where it's like communities for like different games and stuff.
It's weird that they didn't do that initially when they launched the whole like avatar system, because they took what I feel like Nintendo did with the Miis and made it better, like more customizable, like more like detailed and stuff. And it seemed weird that they didn't do something like PS Home style, like actually getting to interact with your little avatar guys.
Like the only ever time we got that was like when we had 1 versus 100 on the 360.
Yeah,
which
was
y'all should bring that back.
Yeah. Oh man, that game was awesome.
Following that, they also announced like looking for groups. So like if you're looking for different players for different aspects of a game.
The comic?
Yes.
The web comic?
As I said, a want ad for gaming. And then they announced Arena, which is basically a tournament platform. So like kind of esports.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah.
And then
I tuned out at this stuff.
And then after that, then they announced indie stuff.
The indie stuff, the Xbox Live arcade stuff. They showed a lot of games. Cuphead, which is still missing. Cuphead looks really good.
We're waiting on that still.
But you know what? Guys, take your time with it, okay? I know you're doing all the animation by hand. Yes. Stick to that. We are patient. We will wait for something this good.
So a lot of like popular indie titles that are on PC. So like Cuphead, Outlast 2, Deliver Us the Moon, Stardew Valley.
Yeah, lots of good stuff.
The Culling is the one I'm really excited for, because it's pretty much the Hunger Games.
Yeah,
as a video game.
I mean, I'm fairly excited for Outlast 2. Outlast 1 I thought was pretty scary, but at a certain point it kind of like started getting predictable when you could see like enemy like paths and stuff, and like they're like, you know, they're moving at very predictable moments. So it's like if this one's a little bit more unpredictable, a little bit more like not necessarily like in your face, like kind of like getting in your head a little bit better, I will be super excited for it. And plus, it's like one of the few games you get to play as a journalist.
Yes, journalism squad.
And it actually challenges you to do some real journalism. Like, it's a great game.
Also, they had shown a ukulele, that Banjo-Kazooie successor.
Ukulele looks really good.
So good.
I'm excited.
And then they announced also Ark Survival Evolved, which is huge right now. That's also getting Xbox Play Anywhere, which is super dope. Following that,
on your Surface.
Yes,
in the car.
They showed off Battlefield 1 again.
Yep.
Because they were there to announce that EA Access players get it 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
So
Xbox. That's cool. So
I need to sign up for it now, I guess. Possibly, I need to try that out.
I can't. It's too many subscriptions, man. I gotta get a Uplay. I gotta get an EA. I gotta get an Origin. I gotta get something like everything. Everyone's got a platform. I don't need it.
Yeah, but it still looks cool. And then Minecraft friendly update. So this actually I thought was really cool, where all the versions of Minecraft can now like intersect with each other. So if you have a friend that's on Xbox, another one who's on Steam, another one who's on Wii U, all of them can play the same game at the same time.
Is that like, was that 100% confirmed? Because I
100%
know
100% confirmed.
Okay, cool.
They said throughout all platforms.
Yeah, really? Because it's weird because when the whole crossplay thing happened for Rocket League, PlayStation was kind of like, you know, being all coy about teaming up with Microsoft.
Minecraft beat them to the punch.
Apparently.
But man, during that demo, they had the worst banter. I know like E3 is typical, like to where you got
guys. I hope you're taking notes.
Banter, but like the way they talked, normal people don't talk like that.
No, they don't.
It was bad, but they also announced texture packs, so
that's cool.
They can change any character or any creature to something else. So like in the demo, they had changed zombies into aliens with blasters.
Yeah. I mean, one of my favorite things about Minecraft in the days when I did play it on PC for a very brief time was putting the Tron texture pack, so my whole world looked like the grid, and it was great.
It looks super crazy. They showed Xbox Design Lab, which you can customize your own controllers, dude.
That's pretty cool.
Like change all the colors for like.
I mean, that's not a new thing. You just take it to a spray paint.
Spray paint, but it's easier and it's official because you could just. It's like Apple, how they had like you customize your iPod and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, taking off a couple screws, taking the plate off, spray painting it, putting it back. It's not that hard.
You don't want to get all that spray paint in your mouth, dude.
Like, then don't aim the can into your mouth.
In the facial region.
Put a mask on if you're that concerned. I don't know how much spray painting you've done. I have never. Okay.
Listen. It's a story for another day.
It's like, yeah, no, this is you in an episode of Three Stooges, apparently.
But following that, they briefly showed the new game by the creators of Limbo called Inside. They didn't really show
Yeah, there wasn't a lot, so I don't know what to think about it.
Yeah,
like
June 29th release date, and they took the time to say that Limbo is free on Xbox Live, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So if you haven't played it, you should play it.
It's good.
It's creepy.
It's good and it's creepy as hell.
It was one of the first spider that showed up. I was like, nope.
You know, it's one of the few games where I was playing it and my mom was just sort of like lying down, just sort of like watching, and she actually started getting like actively concerned when that spider started showing up. Like, she's like, what the frick is going on right now? Like, can you run?
Yo. Following that, something you were super excited for.
Yes.
Went. The Witcher, the game from The Witcher 3 is getting its standalone expansion.
So they're doing it now, if I'm not mistaken, although I feel like I might have getting the details mixed up on this, is that they're doing not only a physical version like to market of Gwent, but they're also doing like a digital version that you can play, I guess, like on like Windows platforms, and I guess they didn't really say, but I'm assuming it might go to other platforms as well. I can't imagine because
I can't imagine not.
Yeah, The Witcher's not a Xbox exclusive thing. I think they're doing the beta exclusive for Gwent is going to Xbox exclusively. Yes. But then I'm pretty sure this game is going to go to all platforms because it have to. The Witcher 3 is multi-platform.
Card games are getting huge, dude.
Yeah, man. Oh, like I'm super excited.
Elder Scrolls, Gwent.
I don't care about any of those things. Gwent is effing awesome. I probably spent more time in my like Witcher experience playing Gwent than I have been playing the actual game. Anytime a moment to play Gwent comes up, you bet I'm on it. Mm-hmm. And I suck at it too. It's so much fun.
It's like, man, this is great, but I'm losing all my money
BS because everyone's always got these stacked decks and they make it so hard to get cards. Oh.
Following that, something I was super psyched about, Tekken 7.
Yes.
First, because they showed Akuma from Street Fighter 4 make a cameo appearance.
Yeah.
He's going to be a playable fighter.
For
a second, I thought, are they finally bringing Tekken versus Tekken Cross Street Fighter? Because they promised that years ago, and we still haven't seen anything. And so,
maybe based on the reception, they'll gather the data for how many people are playing as Akuma, and they'll be like, I do want Street Fighter.
I am on it. Early 2017.
Sure. Yeah, you would get Tekken to play as only the Street Fighter character.
Yeah. No, listen.
Not the tiger with the fists or the kangaroo.
My Tekken guy is Brian Fury, who's a crazy like android psychopath type dude.
I'll admit I never actually played Tekken. Tekken was the one.
I will need to get you. Actually,
Tekken was the one fighting game. Tekken and like Virtua Fighter, the ones that always flew under the radar from because the two like big dogs of fighting games was always Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. So those were the ones I was aware of. Yeah.
So
plus it was like it always came out on like PlayStation. I never had a PlayStation.
That's true. But hey, if you get an Xbox, you could try that because Xbox Live Gold owners get Tekken Tag Tournament 2 free, which is awesome because my dad has my copy of the Tekken Tag Tournament, and
he doesn't want to give it back, does he?
No, he doesn't want to give it back, so I can get my own copy again.
Did we just miss the opportunity also to? I'm sorry because I'm thinking about it now. While we were talking about the indie stuff, we didn't get into We Happy Few. I brought it up, and we just moved. We just went right along. Did you guys see We Happy Few?
Man, listen, I heard nothing about this game.
I'm surprised because
I heard that title.
The beta for it was like came out a little while ago, and I like watched it on YouTube, and it looks awesome. And now that they've actually, because it was very rough, like it made it like kind of like open worldy, like stealthy getting around, trying not to get caught, like being like weird and acting in a place. They made like this actual like what looks like, I guess, like an early like intro demo.
Yes.
Made it look freaking awesome.
Dude,
like
crazy.
it looks like new BioShock.
Right? Because yeah, the way that it looks like a mix of Fallout with some BioShock elements, just like the aesthetics wise, and it's like a whole thing where like everyone's on happy pills.
Yeah, so they're seeing the world like differently, and you know what? And like in one of the early beta, in like the beta, although I might have just been like not paying attention to it properly, it actually made it look like it was gonna do something like that. So like you can see the world, like, because it kind of looked like someone was watching, like he was watching a television broadcast, and then he took one of the joy pills, and like the broadcast changed to be like totally different because he was on the pills. Then. And I was like, what an interesting, cool dynamic that like that finally actually making that whole like dark world, light world thing like interesting and fresh.
And the thing is because I had heard nothing about this, and so when it was going around, I was like, okay, cool. I want to see where this goes. And then there's that one sequence in the trailer where you see them having a piñata party, and then he gets a glimpse of what's actually happening, and they're beating a rat.
Yeah, and they're like
I'm
eating
just
it.
like, whoa!
What? I know, it looks so cool.
Right?
I'm so stoked.
I am so excited for it, and that's part of their whole Xbox game preview, which is like the early access type stuff. But I am already sold on this.
Indie devs, man. Sometimes you guys, you really know what you're doing.
Exactly.
All right, sorry. Moving on.
Dead Rising 4.
Yes, Frank is back. Frank is back.
Frank is back. Covering wars, you know.
He's covered wars, you know. Lots of them. All of them.
And Christmas theme.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
You don't get a lot of Christmas games. This will be a fun one to play at Christmas time. Get up the eggnog.
Just pull up by the fire with your family. Just kill some zombies.
Pick up the Christmas tree and start beating people.
Crazy combinations, because I saw like pterodactyl head. Not pterodactyl.
It was like a triceratops head, but it was breathing fire. Guys, Capcom, if you're listening, do me a favor, bring back the Mega Man costume, because that one was awesome, and the Mega Buster was just awesome. Although don't make it so ridiculously hard to get this time.
Yeah.
Although, did you ever know about the dual achievement thing that was in Dead Rising and
in which one?
And Left 4 Dead?
No, I didn't.
The achievement that you used to get the Mega Buster, which was you had to kill like 39,000 something zombies, was also in Left 4 Dead. Like you got a special item if you killed 300 or 39 something zombies. Yeah, there was like a dual and they were like references to themselves.
Oh, that is so cool, dude.
Fun fact.
Appropriately themed because it comes out holiday 2016, which is again sooner than I thought, because they had just announced it.
And it's because what was it? Because I guess Dead Rising 3
came out. It was a launch title.
Yeah, that's right. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. Okay?
Yeah, not even 5 years ago. It was Xbox One came out 2013, I want to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
this felt like a lot longer.
Yeah. Following that, Scalebound.
Scalebound looks cool.
New Platinum games. Haven't had the best track record as of late, but this looks really promising. It looks really cool. They showed what they called the biggest boss that Platinum Games has ever had.
They're probably
you know what? Massive bosses.
They have. Maybe Although you know what, you were right, because we said it while we were watching. It's like, why would you give away the biggest boss then?
I know.
And you know, I don't believe it, because you know what? For the biggest boss, it was a crab.
It's
not that interesting.
Giant enemy crab.
I'm sure there's gonna be bigger, better enemies in that game. It can't just be the biggest one we did was a giant ass crab.
Yeah, we have this giant enemy crab here, but
you know
also
what?
Xbox Play Anywhere on that too.
I will say this: Platinum looks really cool. All is forgiven for Star Fox.
Yes, angry, bitter Star Wars.
Star Fox.
Also, dude, the main character has headphones. We were joking about this.
If you can put them on and listen to your own music, again, all is forgiven for Star Fox.
Exactly. So we were joking like, yo, listen, put like Kenny G, R. Kelly, like a McDonald, some smooth jazz.
Bjork.
Listening to Sade. So it's just like put on headphones, just smooth operator. Listen, I'll take this time to say, what do you think you put in your headphones in the background music? So
leave us a comment.
Tweet at us. Hashtag CGM E3 2016. What would you put in your background music for Scalebound?
I know for me, it would be Caramel Dancing.
Really?
Yeah. No, that's not even close.
Oh.
It's
wrong thing. So I was thinking of the Leak song. That's why. Oh, my bad.
Next one, Shak. You ruined it.
I'm sorry. Next one was a new Rare game, Sea of Thieves, which is the multiplayer first-person pirate game.
It looks really awesome.
You got to team up with a couple friends, Someone's got to navigate the boat.
Ways.
Someone's got to man the cannons.
We kind of said it. It looks like Guns of Icarus on a boat.
Exactly.
Which to me is awesome because I love the idea of like having like to like co-op with other people to like manage a big ship and like keep it functioning while also participating in active combat with other players. Like that's really awesome to me.
Basically, like Pirates of the Caribbean, just eat your heart out because this is gonna be the definitive pirate experience. And like
until the new Sid Meier's Pirates comes out.
True.
That's a fun fact for all you young kids out there.
Yeah, youngins.
Who remember Sid Meier.
Yes. And then following that, they had a zombie title that we were all like, oh, hey, this looks really cool. And then I even joked, I was like, hey, maybe State of Decay 2.
Sure enough.
It was State of Decay 2.
And it looks awesome. Now, guys, put multiplayer in it this time because that was the one thing that made State of Decay kind of lame, was that it didn't actually have local... I don't think it didn't even have online multiplayer.
No, I don't think it
didn't. It was like exclusively single player, and it never made sense to me.
The tagline made it seem that I think that they actually are having multiplayer.
Well, good, because they need the kind of experience that it was even on the first State of Decay was like this sort of like group building, like
really realistic.
Yeah, like making your settlement, like sort
maintaining
of
your supplies.
Yeah, that's something you
scavenger hunts.
That's something you want to do with lots of people, right? You want to have your own little like group to travel around with, and to not do that like just seems daft to me.
But yeah, no, it's happening. Also, Xbox Play Anywhere compatibility. Following that was Halo Wars 2.
Halo Wars 2 looked okay.
I'm not an RTS fan, but at least usually I can count on RTS to have really, really cool trailers, and that trailer was dope.
That was really good. All the slow motion and stopping, and the two guys just hanging out, and like seeing the brutes come back, which because I'm pretty sure Halo Wars is supposed to take place like kind of like before the
in between what 3 and 4.
No, it was even because Halo Wars 1 was a prequel to the original Halo, so it was supposed to be like kind of like after the fall of Reach, I guess, and then like before the actual like Halo Wars. Because I think even sooner than that, because there was like tons of Spartans in that one. So I mean, like it's even way before the fall of Reach. But then it wouldn't, I guess, because the guys were fighting the Covenant the whole time before Reach fell. So,
but they did announce a new enemy. I don't remember what the name type was, but they announced a new enemy type is going to be in the game. Cool. They announced a week-long beta, which is literally starting right now. So if you're watching this, it's available for like the next week. So
all 5 of you that own Xbox Ones, go out and play it.
Hey, out of here,
including Shak.
Get out of here. But coming out February 21st, 2017. Xbox Play Anywhere, recurring theme once again. Yeah. And finally, was the big thing that they announced was Project Scorpio, which is a brand new Xbox console. It's gonna work
Xbox 1.5,
pretty much Xbox 1.5. So coming out next year, so holiday 2017.
And let's not forget, it's got a billion teraflops of data.
Yeah, 6 teraflops of power, which
all the flops and all the blops. And
I'm still not convinced that that's a real thing.
No, I don't think so either. They're making up words.
It's the new age blast processing, but
yeah, exactly.
It's got 4K resolution, high fidelity VR support. So Fallout 4 on VR that they announced yesterday.
So I guess you know what?
I'm gonna be in on that.
I guess that initial leak then about the new like Xbox, the 1.5 thing does kind of hold true, because it was saying like it was gonna have VR support and like and 4K support. So
exactly, and so they also announced that Xbox One, Xbox One Slim, and Project Scorpio, everything will work compatible with each other. So it's like an ecosystem. So
good,
all your previous controllers will work on that. All your previous like accessories will work on that.
That's the only thing, like, that's the one thing that I feel like, and I'm glad, like, Microsoft learned kind of the hard way. Excuse me. That, was that sparkling lemonade you gave me?
Yes.
That, like, having, like, backwards compatibility or, like, cross-platform compatibility is so vital to keep, like, maintaining and, like, bolstering your fan base. You know what I mean? Like, if you release a console and you, like, limit that console to being its own thing and not being able to work with things that you bought in the past, like, no one wants to get behind that. It's something that Nintendo, like, I've always loved about that, because they always make their consoles backwards compatible. Yeah. I mean, with the exceptions of, you know, the early ones, right? But I mean, like, the Wii was compatible with the GameCube, the Wii U was compatible with the Wii. Like, they do a good job of making sure that your old library doesn't, your last generation library doesn't go to waste. So I'm glad that Microsoft is doing this, man.
It's
good.
Cool,
You're doing good, Microsoft. You're
like
winning my graces again.
It doesn't take away from like the people who are still playing Xbox One, because like
no, exactly.
The 4K stuff is like if you have a 4K TV, or like if you're big into VR and stuff like that, like, that option is available.
But if you're not, then at least you have the option to get a new system that's better, that also can still play your old games.
Exactly. So that they haven't announced a release date, like a concrete.
It'll probably
release
be
date.
like next year.
They just said holiday
Next
2017.
year. Yeah.
They didn't show what it looks like, so we still have to wait on that. They're gonna show that in the coming months.
It's gonna look like that, only like smaller.
It just has like a giant S on it.
It's just gonna be an actual like tower desktop you just take home.
No, what it is gonna be it's gonna be an Xbox One, but they just painted Sting's Scorpion logo on it.
It's gonna be like a Surface tablet. There you go.
But that is.
I thought this was a Scorpio.
That's
about it.
everything.
Yeah, that's
for
everything.
The Microsoft conference. They showed a lot of games.
They showed a lot, man.
They jam packed it. It was fantastic.
You know what? Sony and Nintendo, big shoes to fill, guys. I mean, well, Sony at least. We know the only thing that's coming up. Like Nintendo, Zelda better be that good.
One thing I'm disappointed by, because I kept saying that it would probably happen. No Crackdown.
No, you're right. No Crackdown. What are they waiting for?
That's the one thing I'm disappointed on.
Cheeky.
So I'm hoping that we see something in like a future convention. So like maybe like Gamescom or like something like that.
Isn't there like a PAX later on, a little later down?
I believe there's PAX
like
still coming
East,
on. No, PAX East happened already, I believe.
PAX West.
PAX West.
Then yeah.
Or
so maybe
PAX West and PAX Prime, I believe.
Maybe.
But hopefully we see something from that then. But Microsoft, you did good.
You did good, guys.
A lot of good stuff.
Stay tuned for the next one. It's going to be Ubisoft coming up in about an hour or so.
Don't forget to tweet us what you guys thought about the Microsoft conference. If you got stuff you liked, stuff you hated, stuff you are surprised, and stuff you didn't would show up.
Tweet at us.
Hashtag
CGM E3 2016. Just you can tweet at us at CG Mag Online. Tweet at me, Ninja Jordan _. Tweet at Shak.
Shak Excellence.
And we'll see you soon.
Yeah.